You know, guys, when is the last time anything like this happened? 3 back-to-back-to-back videos out of the Scatmaster. I don't know where I'm getting this little wind of motivation. You know, coming back to creating content on a regular basis is kind of difficult after, probably like 4 or 5 months of consistently uploading like once a week, maybe. Getting back into the rhythm of things is kind of hard, so if you guys want to leave a like for the Scatmaster, show some support, that would be greatly appreciated. But part of the reason I'm even so amped up to make another video is because, I'm not gonna lie guys, Drake and Kendrick are they're just sending body shots to each other, man. Like back shot after back shot after back shot. You know, they're literally having like a meat contest right now. And I'm not gonna lie, Kendrick Lamar that guy's different, but that has absolutely nothing to do with today's video. As a matter of fact, today's video is kind of a strange one because this is probably like the second or third time that this has happened where I give Call of Duty some props, and very shortly after, not only myself but the entire community is just disappointed because of some dumb shit that's going on in the game. You know, before this, the last time it happened was when Season 3 came out and I gave the game props, I gave Sledgehammer Games props, and the season just launched like ass. Like, there was so many problems, and the only good thing was the amount of maps, and everything else was just bad. And here we go again. I stop uploading for like, I don't know, like 3 weeks again, and I talk about how, hey, maybe if you want to come back, Season 3 Reloaded might not be that bad. And I upload the video, don't really think much of it. I played a couple of games of Ranked, and I didn't really think much of it other than the fact that when I was trying to play the game, there was a few weird problems that I came across. One of the most annoying aspects was just the fact that the servers were ass. Like, they were god awful, they were horrible. I was lagging significantly more, and my internet's only been getting better and better, so it was kind of confusing to me. But then there was so many other visual bugs and errors that it just didn't make sense. It didn't look right, it didn't feel right, and it really left a bad taste in my mouth. The other issue that I came across was trying to throw my tacticals, my arm didn't come up and I was just projecting out a stun out of my mouth like I'm Charlie Intel or Doug Dimmadome Warzone spitting out a wad of Activision's nut. Just absolutely putrid, horrifying, nasty shit. And then I started noticing some patterns. Not only were the servers horrible, not only were the visual bugs starting to become more and more irritating, I hop over on Twitter and people are just reporting a wide variety of issues. So many visual errors happening with this update. And trust me throwing stuns was not the only one. There was a lot of people whose guns weren't even fucking shooting correctly. People's reloading animations weren't working. In Warzone, there's a big problem that I heard Murda Show talk about where you can't reload your gun if you're standing near loot. Like, I beg your pardon, isn't this a AAA titled game? And as if these bugs weren't bad enough, this comes out from Charlie Intel. He says, news, Warzone reload bug will be fixed next week. That's right, guys. It's not being fixed anytime soon, and I know to a lot of gooch lickers out there that they might be like, yo man, like, you guys can't be patient, like, they're working, they're trying to fix it, they can't do it in one day. Well, why the fuck not? Let's talk about it. Why the fuck not? What is stopping a AAA development team on a AAA titled game under a AAA titled publishing company in a AAA franchise? What is preventing them from working on a fix sooner rather than later? I really want to know. Are you going to tell me they don't have the manpower to do it? Are you going to tell me they don't have the budget for it? Like, no, like, that's just, you're being ridiculous if you think that's the case. And you can say we're expecting too much, we're putting too much pressure on these developers who are being overworked. I highly fucking disagree. And if you're gonna use this season as any type of proof towards the fact that maybe they are working harder, let me just remind you that they wouldn't need to actually release 6 original content maps if they simply hadn't released this game with 0 original maps to begin with.
Now listen! That's called motherfucking bars, nigga! You know nothing about that!
I'm sorry that they're stuck playing catch up over the next few months. That's not my fucking fault, that's their own fault. And you gotta stop white knighting all of these little fuckboys over at Activision and Sledgehammer Games. I understand that they're doing a little bit better than they were before, that's great. But having an issue with one of your updates, which is extremely common nowadays, right? This isn't the only time this has happened. You should be expecting issues when you launch your updates, because they happen all the goddamn time. And when they do, you should have people available to fix the issue as soon as possible. This isn't an indie game. This isn't one of those games with 3 developers. This isn't a bunch of people just modding the game off the fly. No, these are professionals. They get paid 6 goddamn figures for this type of shit. See, this is the type of issue that I have, because when you think about all of the issues that you come across in Call of Duty, so many of them are just random bugs that come with each and every single update. But one thing that never bugs out, coincidentally, just so happens to be the store. And anytime there is an issue in the store, they fix the shit at the snap of their fingers. Why is that? Let's think about it, guys. Use your fucking craniums right now. And instead of trying to bring more awareness towards the fact that these guys are very much not overworked, and that they do have the money and the budget to work on these issues faster and faster, and they definitely have the resources, instead of bringing more awareness to that fact and putting more pressure on these developers to actually perform, you know, like they're getting fucking paid to do, we tweet out dumb shit like this. Devin Booker may be out of the NBA playoffs, but now he's in Call of Duty. The Devin Booker bundle is available now in MW 2019 Part 3 in Warzone. Period. Man, what kind of stupid, cringy, virgin bitch shit is this? The fuck? Charlie Intel, once again. Why are you tweeting like this? What the fuck do you eat? Other than dick. This guy's obviously malnourished, and Call of Duty's not helping the fact. Guys, look, Sledgehammer Games, good job on kind of playing catch up towards the amount of content that we deserve and we deserved months ago, but that's not gonna cover you when every single time you put out an update, there's something wrong. I mean, last time, what was it? People's ranks were reset, people lost progression on their camos and XP, and all their classes got reset, everybody got deranked. Like, what are we doing? And you know, in my last video, we just talked about XDefiant and how XDefiant's putting pressure on Call of Duty, and if you disagree with that statement, I think you're gooch licking. You're like Charlie Intel and Doug Dimmadome Warzone. It's very obvious that when the pressure was set, Sledgehammer Games actually delivered a little bit better than they were before. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, Sledgehammer Games, they're the go-to development team now, they're better than Treyarch, they're better than Infinity Ward. No, like, you guys have short-term memory loss or some shit, because these guys released fucking Vanguard, and Vanguard was ass. In no way whatsoever was Vanguard remotely even a decent game. That game was horrifyingly ass. And now that they got tossed a freebie with Infinity Ward's sloppy seconds of MW 2019 Part 2, now you guys want to switch sides. Nah, we don't do that shit here. No. Once you're ass, you're always ass until you actually prove otherwise. And playing catch up and barely meeting the mark 6-7 months after the fact, that is not enough for people like myself. Do we have high expectations? Sure, why not? Do these developers get paid to meet these high expectations, and do they definitely have the resources to do so? Absolutely. And when they don't, they need to be called out. They don't need to have their stupid bullshit advertised. Devin Booker's in the game, guys. Shut the fuck up, man. What? Jesus. No wonder people get vasectomies, man. And let me just remind you guys, some of these issues that I just lined out aren't only existing after the Season 3 Reloaded update. Like, certain things such as the servers and the lag and the packet loss have existed in this game since launch, and they've arguably just been getting worse. I play ranked play, and out of nowhere, the entire lobby, not just myself, everybody, both on my team and on the enemy team, just shoots up to like 300 ping out of nowhere for like 40 seconds straight. Unplayable garbage. And then we go back to normal. and then we play for another like 5 or so minutes, and then it's just straight shit once again. What is happening? You can't claim that people just have bad internet. It's obviously an issue with the servers, and this has existed since launch, and people have talked about it. And Sledgehammer Games, I don't know if they've even addressed this, but if they have, they haven't done a good job whatsoever trying to clear this up. And once again, they have the money, they have the resources to work towards this. Activision, what the fuck are we doing? Get off your lazy asses and fix it. Yes, it's gonna cost you money. Yes, it's gonna cost you time. Labor hours, I understand. You gotta pay people to do this work. You have the money to do it. And to the people that keep on defending these developers and Activision, please get your heads out of your asses. We don't give a fuck. We do not care. We care about the product. If you sign your life away to dedicate your entire existence towards working on a project like Call of Duty in the 2020s, especially after 2019's dog shit ass title, if you signed your life away to working towards these games, then put 150% effort into it. If you're gonna lay your life down for Bobby Cosby and actually subject yourself to these horrible working conditions that everybody claims that you have, at least do a good job at it. How about that? No, we don't want to do that. Now we want to pick and choose when we're having difficulties. Really? No, we don't do that shit here, guys. We gotta stay consistent. Look, guys, I don't have an answer as to why it's gonna take an entire week to fix some of these issues. I'm not a developer, but that's the point I'm trying to make. If I had decided against doing everything that I'm currently doing, and I went to school to learn how to code, how to develop, how to animate, how to design, I spent so much money just working towards that. And then I get this job with Activision and Sledgehammer Games, and I sign my shit away to solely focus on this and this only, then guess goddamn what? I should have the expectations over me saying, you need to know how to fix this, you need to know how to deal with this, you need to know how to produce this, and when the time comes to do it, fucking do it. That's why you spend all of that time learning how to do this type of shit, so that you could do it. Season 3 Reloaded sucks. And to the Gooch Slickers, I don't really have much else to say other than fuck you guys, Charlie Intel, Doug Dimmadome Warzone, stop. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. What are your guys' thoughts on Season 3 Reloaded? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Toodles.
This ain't in my body.